Welcome back to another Sunday night show, also known as Drinking in the Dark with Frugal Tiger, where we go over major market moving news to prepare you for this week's trading. Anyway, I'm a little bit less drunk than usual. Actually, I drank way too much caffeine today, so the alcohol's not taking as great of an effect. But I still want to prepare you. It's going to be a holiday shortened week. We have President's Day this week. And markets are closed on Monday. Maybe you'll be trading futures, maybe not. But anyway, let's go over some major tickers to watch as well as major news. But let's just quickly recap what happened last week. Some major market movers are Twitter. Really watch that stock going into this upcoming week as well. Twitter is breaking out, reaching levels it has never seen before, trying to catch up with other major, Silicon Valley players like Facebook and all those other names. But Twitter is breaking out. Watch it for a good trade. AutoZone, AZN. Watch that. It had a okay bounce from earnings, but I guess we'll see. Relative to some other names I'm going to be talking about, maybe it's not the best trade, but AZN. Disney is stuck in a trading range after earnings. I'm actually, you know what? Fuck Disney. I don't want to talk about Disney anymore. QUALCOMM and Peloton have actually made quite a bit of a recovery. Let's take a look at QUALCOMM. QUALCOMM had a sell-off after earnings. If you see, its February 11th price was about $143. I'm curious to see, it's starting to catch a bid back up. Is it going to try to recoup its losses? And the other one I'm watching is Peloton. Peloton is such a relentless stock, and I shorted it a few weeks back. Intraday, once again, I'm trying not to hold any short positions overnight until there are some clear signs this market's turning. Peloton is actually it's a fucking exercise bike with a TV on it, and the tape has just been relentless on this stock. So fuck me. I don't know what's happening here, but while the tape is moving, might as well join the party. Pay attention to Peloton. Last week, Bumble IPO'd. I normally am not going to be trading IPOs, but if you look at some of the other IPOs like Airbnb, DoorDash, they've gone up 25%. For instance, DoorDash, I think, let's just say they closed their IPO day around 140 range. It's at 200, it hit $215 a few days back in February 10th. And some of these IPOs, their valuations are insane, but the public's appetite for some of these IPOs is ridiculous. And Bumble is obviously no exception. I'm probably going to avoid the trade until some sort of pattern emerges, but it was up like quite a bit of money IPO day. So, congratulations to its founder. Frugal Tiger is gonna start a dating website as well called Date Frugal Tiger. Anyway, let's go back and let's go over some other things. I talked about DoorDash, Airbnb. Snowflake is not doing that well post IPO. It had a huge run up, and then basically it's been trying to bounce. It's another overvalued IPO, which is kind of why just be cautious. Bumble could have the same pattern as Snowflake. It might not be a DoorDash or an Airbnb. I don't want to make a call on this stock right now. Just really follow the tape on this. NIO is one that I want to mention because a few weeks back I mentioned Lyft, and Lyft had a huge run up since I mentioned it. It was 43 bucks a share, and right now it's $56 a share. NIO is sort of following the same pattern, and what do I mean by that? NIO actually broke out a few days back, hitting $66 a share. But the pattern, it seems to be holding this price right now. I wouldn't doubt that it makes another attempt for that 66. So pay attention to the tape of NIO this week. Just full disclosure, it's not a name I like to hold overnight that much. There was a time I was playing it for overnight trade. It actually helped me mount quite a bit of a comeback. But honestly, it's an ADR, and you technically don't own ADRs. So just be a little cautious when you buy shares of a company, because you're technically not buying shares of NIO, the company. We as American investors can only buy ADRs of NEO, and I don't want to get into what that fully means, but there's a potential where you could get scammed in some of these products, honestly. So just be a little cognizant with NEO in that sense. Maybe I'll do a video at some point talking a little bit more detail about ADRs, but that's something I'd watch. Anyway, let's go right into earnings. I'm already 6 minutes through. Okay, actually, I missed the big mover from last week, Tilray. So Tilray shot the fuck up. And this is the first time I've ever been a huge beneficiary of a major move going my way. Tilray actually shot up from like 26 bucks a share. I've been talking about Tilray for a long time on this channel, to as high as like 60 and change this week. It was an insane move. It was definitely just too much, too fast. The market gave it all back this week alone. It closed Friday at $29 a share. Full disclosure, I actually sold the shares that I bought in Tilray around $42 a share before the breakout, the insane breakout that occurred. And honestly, with how many shares I was holding, that honestly could have made my month. So it sucks, but sometimes you miss these moves, and it is what it is. I'll catch one of these just maybe once in my lifetime. My general rule of thumb is never be fully opinionated on any stock. Watch the tape, but don't be a pig. And I also feel like if I held Tilray into, February 10th, where it had its massive move, I would have been a fucking pig. So I didn't want to be overly greedy, and basically I just took profits a bit too soon. Having said that, it also crashed. We'll see how it plays this week. There is rumor spreading that maybe marijuana won't be legal on a federal level, and for that reason, Tilray did have a sell-off. But the main reason I'm talking about Tilray in a little bit more detail is I think this is the stock still to watch for this week, as well as the remaining of the marijuana names. Let's go into earnings this upcoming week. What the fuck? I can't even read my notes. Okay, I'm a little too drunk. We have Zoetis on Tuesday, Skip Monday, Monday's holiday, and Palantir on Tuesday. Those are the two big names I'm watching. Wednesday, we have a huge list, so prep yourself for Wednesday. And in fact, you can trade these names on Wednesday's earnings on Tuesday, as a lot of movement occurs as large players try to position themselves for earnings on Wednesday. Baidu, we have SunPower. So Baidu is ticker symbol BIDU, SunPower SPWR. We have Cake. And the reason I mention Cake, which is Cheesecake Factory, is because they have a pretty high short position right now, and Wall Street Bets is actually targeting names like Cake. Twilio is also on Wednesday, tech name Twilio. Shopify. We have Fastly, FSLY, and we have Wingstop. I actually don't really watch Wingstop on a regular basis, but they got some dynamite wings, you guys. I highly recommend them. Great place to eat. Bad for your body, great for your mind, all right? On Thursday, we have a Dropbox, a Trade Desk, TTD, and we have Roku on Thursday. We have Walmart. Actually, Walmart's not the best trading name, so but we have Walmart. And Viacom sometimes makes a good trade, VIAC. So Roku's ticker symbol are, if you've never heard of Roku, the ticker, then you're probably not a trader. But anyway, ROKU, it was one of the hottest names last year. What's its stock price at? Do you guys want to see Frugal Tiger depressed? Let's take a look at the Roku stock price. A few weeks back, this was at 400. Oh my God, every time I look at this stock, man. Pay attention to Roku, and don't trade Friday. There's nothing good on Friday. Just trade these same names. Trade Tilray. I don't give a fuck, all right? Why couldn't I just hold Roku? Fuck. I just want